Starter John Waslin goes to the top level of the stand. Pure Devotion, drawn the outside of the field, is in. They're ready for the Lucky Grey. They're racing. Floyd missed the start. Utgard Loki, though, was clearly best of them away from Billy Ray, and Bad Wolf is going to pour it on early. Going up there, Black Shadow. Harvey is sending Buster Bash across now to sit outside of those and will ultimately look for the lead. Come Right Back is going to trail him up early on, being closely followed by Stafford's Lad. They haven't gone overly fast early. 3 and 4 wide there. Barra Magic will have to circle the field and get around them after being trapped in the cheap seats. Further back is Holy Enchantment, followed then by True Attraction, who's on the move early. Lady Chant is out the back, and likewise Pure Devotion, who brings up the tail of the field. They go out towards the 1100 here in the Lucky Grey Stakes to the Riverside. Harvey eventually worked Buster Bash, the favourite, to the front. Buster Bash led and immediately tried to stack them up from Black Shadow. Barra Magic continues to work around the outside. Up there on the inside of him, next of all, Billy Ray. Bad Wolf in the middle is travelling fifth. Over on the rails, Utgard Loki. Come Right Back with 800 to go. Then came Stafford's Lad, Floyd, True Attraction, back there in the field in company with Holy Enchantment. Lady Chant is second from last, and she's got Pure Devotion bailed up on her inside when they go to the 550. Harvey's about to put his foot down on the accelerator with Buster Bash, and he'll try and break them as they come to the turn. Buster Bash going well from Black Shadow. No run, Billy Ray for the moment. Off the bridle, Barra Magic. Bad Wolf in front of him, waiting for the get out behind them, Utgard Loki, and they were followed by Come Right Back, who headed the remainder. Buster Bash is off and gone now. The Pontiff said go, and away he goes at the 150. Buster Bash clear. Bad Wolf looked to be the only danger. Buster Bash in front, getting a little tired. Bad Wolf won't get to him though, and Buster Bash takes out the inaugural Lucky Grey Stakes from Bad Wolf. Billy Ray third. There weren't too many impressions made from back in the field though late. Come Right Back, Utgard Loki. Getting up near the inside, next of all, Pure Devotion, Lady Chant. Stafford's Lad, Holy Enchantment, followed by the tiring Barra Magic, Black Shadow, True Attraction, and back there with those is Floyd. Buster Bash, he commanded proceedings. Harvey, though, he had a little peep over the shoulder when he heard the footsteps of Bad Wolf. The Wolf came knocking on Buster Bash's door fleetingly, but Buster Bash kept going. He had that margin. He has won by 1/2 to 3/4 for the David Harrison stable, and Paul Harvey wins the race, formerly the Ascot Gold Cup, for the first time since 2011 on Colour Correct, beating home Bad Wolf. And third, Billy Ray, Stephen Parnham. Now getting up for fourth, it did cut the corner, Pure Devotion, after being hemmed away in behind them, but there were no real steamrollers coming late. Buster Bash had commanded the pace after working the lead pretty well. 1:49.88 they've run, 3/4 a length and a half, and they were home in 34.71. So some good even splits peeled off by Buster Bash with his 8th victory in 20. Great record here by Trade Fair from Disco Miss for David, Jenny Harrison, B. Sanders, G. Christie, L. Wen, Miss Kay Thompson and Toby Roney. He's now won 4 of his last 5, and Paul Harvey in the saddle this afternoon. Second, Bad Wolf, up there prominent throughout by So You Think from Surpassing, Ash Maley, Natasha Faithful, and Billy Ray. Third home is by Sebring from Heartache, trained by Adam Durant and ridden by Stephen Parnham. 5:68.13 here in 1:49.88 after the running of race 5, and they rolled home in 34.71. Harvey there wanting to dictate the pace after working his way to the helm, and then on the corner he kicked, he got that break, put up at least 3. Bad Wolf's done a good job to run Buster Bash within a length at the finish, but the others were battling away behind them at the end of 1800. Race 6, the Euros Hartley's WA Champion Fillies Stakes, the Group 3, 1600 for the fillies, will jump at 350. No changes to come as Britt Taylor joins us downstairs in the yard, and with her is David Harrison.
Now the bonus. I do have a David Harrison as Buster Bash comes in, led in by Lucky Gray himself. And Dave, just take a look at that as Lucky Gray leads Buster Bash back in. How great to take out the inaugural naming of the Lucky Gray Stakes.
Yeah, it's great, Snowy. Yeah, he's a great old horse, Lucky Gray. So it's an honour to win the inaugural race. Yeah.
Now, the big question is, do we see this horse in 7 days' time in a railway stakes?
I think so for sure. I mean, he's a good, honest horse. He's only a little $10,000 buy, so if you can get him into the railway for that sort of money, it's a great thrill for the owners. So you might as well have a crack.
A $10,000 horse going for a Group 1 glory next week. When you look at the way that he races, do you think he can be competitive in a railway knowing that he just bowls out in front?
Well, who knows? I mean, it's only a dream, really. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of other horses in the race that are a lot classier than him. There's a few with a few lengths on him. But if he gets his own way in front in the railway, a lot of railways are won by leaders and they haven't necessarily been the best horses in the race. So he's not as good as some of the better ones, but he tries his hardest all the time. And if he gets a soft enough run in front, then he's got to have a go.
It was 1,800 metres today, so you'll drop back to a mile next week. What does his 7 days look like now that he's rock hard fit?
Oh, I've been double galloping him for the last few weeks now, so he's probably looking for a break. So I'll probably just take him to the beach for a week. Yeah, back off him. And
speaking of the beach, you'll be front and centre, no doubt, at the Rockingham Beach Cup tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, no show without punch. So it'll be a great day again. Yeah, for sure.
Well done on this victory.
Thanks, No.
There is David Harrison. Buster Bash will take his place in next week's Group 1 Railway Stakes. Here's Paul Harvey.
Paul Harvey's about to hopefully grab a Lucky Grey cap. We can at least pop it on for a short period of time so we can get some photos in it, but it's great to see this horse, Buster Bash, winning the inaugural running of the Lucky Grey Stakes. Lucky Grey was such a wonderful horse. Gino Paletti's here too, actually. We'll grab a word from Gino after Paul, but Paul, Buster Bash, once he finds the front, he's awfully hard to run down.
Yeah, oh, look, he can sit as well. I think if they're running along, he doesn't mind to sit either. Just happens that he's done most of his racing that way, probably.
It's a race in 7 days called the Railway, and all of a sudden we're hearing we're going to see him back up into it. You'll get in on the minimum. Do you think he's the kind of horse that could play a sneaky part?
You know, with the lightweight, I wouldn't underestimate him. Whatever he does, he'll leave it on the track because he's pretty honest. He'll give it his all, and wherever he finishes, you'll know he's gassed himself.
I know you'll have some fond memories of seeing Lucky Grey run around.
Yeah. No, he's a good horse. Wasn't lucky enough to throw the leg over, but no, he was a good horse.
Congratulations on Paul.
Cheers, thanks.
And we'll move across. Gino Paletti, Lucky Grey, he still looks a treat, this horse.
He is. He's very fit, and he just loves what he's doing, looking after foals, and it keeps him fit, and his mind ticking over.
And I'm sure they keep him fit too.
They certainly do, yes.
Does he get along well with them?
Oh, yeah. He tells them off, and, you know, he tells them what to do, and, yeah, no, it's a great thing to watch.
We'll borrow you for another 5 minutes and we'll get the trophy presentation done. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
There is Gino Paletti about to hand over the Lucky Grey Stakes trophy to David Harrison, Paul Harvey, and the connections of Buster Bash, who takes out the Lucky Grey Stakes.